And this is another Black History moment with Mr. Pete.
How you doing?
So I wanted to ask you, who or what influenced your decision to go into music professionally?
It's a good question. What allowed me to, first of all, allowed me to go in to do music at all is because of my whole family. My whole family's musical. I got 3 sisters and a brother. And my parents are musical. We go into church and we would be singing, the first to be there, the last to leave. So naturally, music was always there anyway. So naturally, I would get into it. I first started playing drums. And then I started to transition into piano, trying to play like my oldest sister. And as I kept playing, I started meeting different people and learning. And I found out, I'll make a living doing it. And so that's what kind of got me into it.
What advice would you give to a young student or young musician who wanted to know a little bit more about music theory?
I would encourage them to learn all that you can. Usually what you do by ear, whatever just comes to you, will come. If that's what your gift leads you to be, then you go ahead and you do that. But when you go and you learn theory, you're learning what has been established over time.
Right. Okay. What mentors do you have, or did you have, that greatly influence your musical decisions?
Wow, that's a good one. That's a good one. My mentors, I'm going to say right off the bat, is my mother. My mother. My father bought my mother a piano for Christmas. And the piano was there. So we would just play on it. And my mother would play on it many times. She would write her songs. We would hear it in the house like it wasn't anything. We took to that. My oldest sister also is a very big influence to me. And her husband, and he would get on the piano too. And his style was totally different than the old school of my mother's. But I took to both of them. So those are my biggest influences. Now, I do have influences that are people that are out there that are just amazing, But as far as hands-on, it has been my mother, my oldest sister, my family, my youngest brother, and my brother-in-law.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Pete. This has been another Black History Moment.